October 10th, 732. The fate of Europe hangs on a single shield wall, but this time, the wall breaks.
The Battle of Tours is often called the turning point of history. In our timeline, Charles Martel and his Frankish infantry held the line against the Umayyad Caliphate, stopping the northern expansion of Islam into Europe.
But imagine the dust settling differently. The Umayyad cavalry, under the command of Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, shatters the Frankish ranks. Charles Martel falls. The road to the heart of the Frankish kingdom lies wide open. Within years, the crescent moon rises over Paris. This wouldn't just be a military occupation, it would be a total cultural overhaul.
In the 8th century, the Islamic world was the global center of science, philosophy, and medicine. While Northern Europe was struggling through a period of decentralization and limited literacy, the Caliphate was busy translating Aristotle and perfecting algebra.
If the Umayyads had won, Paris might have become a northern Cordoba. Imagine the Seine lined with magnificent mosques, public baths, and vast libraries. The Gothic cathedrals we know today might never have been built, replaced by the intricate geometry and towering minarets of Islamic architecture. Latin, the language of the church, might have faded away, replaced by Arabic as the language of administration, trade, and high culture across the continent. The geopolitical ripples would be massive. Without a strong Frankish kingdom, there is no Charlemagne. Without Charlemagne, there is no Holy Roman Empire.
The very concept of Europe as a unified Christian political unit might never have formed. Instead of centuries of conflict between East and West, the Mediterranean could have become a unified economic zone, an Islamic lake, stretching from the Pyrenees to the borders of India.
The Renaissance might have happened 500 years earlier. European scholars wouldn't have had to wait for the Crusades to rediscover Greek philosophy. It would have been taught in the universities of London and Cologne by the 10th century.
Science and technology might have advanced at an accelerated pace, fueled by the House of Wisdom's tradition of inquiry.
However, all great powers eventually overextend. Even a victorious Umayyad Caliphate would have faced the challenge of governing a territory that spanned thousands of miles.
Perhaps the empire would have fractured anyway, leaving behind a Europe that is a mosaic of Islamic successor states, similar to the Taifas of Spain.
The modern world would be unrecognizable. No English as a global lingua franca, no Protestant Reformation, and a completely different legal and social foundation.
History is written by the victors, but it is shaped by the narrowest of margins. A single spear, a sudden rainstorm, or a moment of hesitation can redirect the course of 1,000 years.
We live in the shadow of a shield wall that held, but in another reality, the call to prayer echoes through the streets of London, and the history books tell a very different story about the origins of the Western world. Subscribe for more history mysteries.